and every time you do this, it's gonna turn out a little different. And that particular time, I didn't like the way it turned out. So we shall see if I actually upload this video or not, to see if I like the way this one turns out. So this is the braid I've been doing recently. I just have these little small elastics. I've had my hair parted. I'm just gonna take about this section. Yeah, that's about what I want. I'm only gonna do it twice. All right, and I'm gonna part my hair down the middle of the section, put my fingers through, and then pull it through. Okay, I'm gonna tighten that just a little bit. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out a little bit because this top section is a little hard. All right, so then I'm gonna take another section. I'm gonna separate that. And then the same thing. Go in the middle. And pull that through. I'm gonna go ahead and pull. The magic to these braids, it really doesn't matter like if you have crazy thick hair or not. It's more of the illusion that you have a lot of hair. I mean, I do have quite a bit of hair and my hair is pretty full, and it can definitely be made to look really full, but you don't have to have a lot of body in your hair to be able to do this. I'm gonna leave that out, and I do the last one just kind of right above my ear. And the same thing, just get my fingers in there to separate that. And then pull that through. And go ahead and pull it out. And it's best if you kind of go pull the center out. Okay, so now I'm gonna try this rubber band. This is where I usually have my issues, was when I go to pull all of my hair through. The small elastics, I can only just pull it through once, and then it almost pops. And then I've tried to use other rubber bands, but then they're almost too big. So what you're gonna see, this time I'm gonna try putting it all the way over like this. So I'm probably gonna only be, I don't know. Let's see how many times I can get this through. twice. And I do want it pretty like over here so it runs all the way down instead of here and then goes back to the pony. So I want to kind of maneuver it. And then the same thing, I'm gonna try to separate this hair. And this one's always the hardest. You can also use a hanger. I probably should have done that. It's actually easy if you'll do it that way. You can stick the bottom of a hanger through and then pull it all through versus trying to do what I'm doing. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and pull. You can pull apart now or do all the flips and then pull apart. I've done it every which way. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray this part right here. Okay, so here's where I didn't, on the video that I didn't upload. The mistake that I made is the closer, like this part right here, the closer you have your elastics, the tighter it's going to be. And I don't like that. Like I like it pretty loose. Now the elastics are gonna hold it, you know, so where it's very secure. But when you're doing this part right here, you're gonna want them so far apart that it almost seems too far. But when you pull it through, it's gonna be at least the look that I like. So I got one here. I'm not gonna put another one to like way down here. And again, I'm just gonna do it twice. Maybe. Don't pop. All right. And then the same thing. Pull it all the way through. All right, so then I can come in and pull all of this, and it gives me that big, I'll pull that down to cover up my purple rubber band. And then the same thing, I'm gonna come down to it seems like it's almost too far. Maybe a little too far. Let me try that again. Let's do it twice. Pull it through. And then go in there in that center and then pull it out. And it helps if you come in and put your fingernails over top of that rubber band, and then it'll pull easier. And then I'm only gonna do one more. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I usually use 7 or 8, it just kind of depending when I do these. The same exact thing, come through. Oh, you can't even see that, sorry. Sorry guys, my hair's too long for the video. But I'm just pulling it apart. And then separating it. And then you can just pull this, you know, pull them apart as much as you want. Then you can just kind of go through and fix it. But so the key is the further apart, the bigger, fuller, looser look. And then I'll kind of come through and fix the top. I'll pull these out and curl them. And then I also will pull the back a little bit to give me some volume right back here so it's not completely flat.